Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Adik-adikku sekalian, saya Andi Sudimas Sulaiman, Gubernur Sulawesi Selatan, mengucapkan selamat datang dalam program Smart School Dinas Pendidikan Provinsi Sulawesi Selatan. Hari ini adik-adik sekalian akan mengikuti pembelajaran hybrid dalam program Smart School. Aplikasi Smart School adalah sebuah pendekatan dengan tetap mengedepankan sebuah pendidikan dengan digital approaching, untuk kemudian mengedepankan kualitas dan mutu pendidikan yang diterima siswa secara seragam di seluruh wilayah Sulawesi Selatan, termasuk di pelosok-pelosok. Program ini bukan hanya memberikan kepada adik-adik sekalian pengalaman belajar yang baru, namun juga memberikan fasilitas kebutuhan dengan fitur bermanfaat seperti rekaman video pembelajaran yang dapat diulang, trik-trik penyelesaian soal, ujian-ujian, serta sarana konsultasi pembelajaran dari guru-guru terbaik di Sulawesi Selatan. Sering-sering mengakses aplikasi Smart School melalui gawai yang adik-adik sekalian miliki di setiap kesempatan yang dimiliki. Untuk seluruh adik-adikku sekalian yang saya cintai, saya banggakan, selamat belajar dan semoga ilmu yang didapatkan bermanfaat untuk menambah pengetahuan pendidikan adik-adik sekalian. Salam kita pada salam. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera untuk kita semua.
Generasi Smart School berkarakter cerdas kid. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Morning smart students. How are you this morning? How's life? Hopefully everything is going well today. Welcome back to Smart Program with me, Huldiana. Is an English teacher from Smart School is going to teach you English now. Okay, class. Today we are going to discuss about asking for help. Did you still remember our lesson last week? It's about offering help. It was taught by Miss Auntie or Ma'am Auntie and Mr. Faisal. It was about offering help, how to offer help to others. So now we are going to discuss about asking for help. How do you ask for people to ask help? Okay, let's have a look at these pictures. So there are two pictures here. There is a man. It seems that he doesn't know how to swim, and he needs a help. And the second picture is there are two people. She is a woman and also he is a man. It seems that they want to go anywhere, but they don't have a car. So what do? They need a help. They need a ride by giving a sign like this, their thumb, to have a help from the others. So if you are in this condition, what should you do? I think you will do the same things with the people do in these pictures. Maybe you can say, could you please help me? Or maybe you can say, help me please. Or you can say that, can you give me a ride please? So I think that you should do the same thing with the picture do. They need a help. Okay? Okay, asking for help in expression that aims to ask for people, to ask someone to give something either physical or abstract. And in the end of this class, students are expected to be able to identify and use expressions of asking for help in a short dialogue. And the second is students are able to ask for help and able to respond it by accepting or declining the expression. Okay, class, I will show you one video, and then I do hope that you can identify the expression of asking for help. So don't forget to prepare your notebook and pen, and let's check it out.
Icha, can you help me?
Yes, what is it?
Can I borrow your English book?
Of course, Vira.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, Vira.
Hi.
Are you busy?
No, Icha, I have just finished working my task. What is it?
Could you please give me a hand?
Yeah, sure. What can I do for you?
Could you please help me to carry this book to Mrs. Rin's room? She asked me to take them to her room.
Alright, Icha.
Thank you, Vira.
No worries, Icha. It's a friend for.
Okay, smart students, you have watched the video, and there are two dialogues there. Let's identify the dialogue 1. So there are two characters there. There is a student, namely her name is Vira, and the second student is Icha. So Vira said, Icha, can you help me? And then Icha say, yes, what is it? And next Vira say that, can I borrow your English book? And then Icha reply, of course, Vira. And then Vira say, thank you. And Icha say, you are welcome. So smart students, how many this expression here shows that asking for help? Yes? Yeah, well done. There are two expressions. First is, can I borrow your English book? Yes. Di sini Vira mengatakan bahwa can I borrow your English book means that Vira needs Icha's help. Meminjamkan bukunya Icha ke Vira. And then Icha mengatakan, of course Vira. And Vira mengatakan, thank you. So, masih ada lagi nih selain itu. Kan ada dua ekspresi di sini. So, which one? Yes, Icha, can you help me? Icha, can you help me? And then, yes, what is it? Can I borrow your English book? Of course, Vira, thank you. You are welcome. And then, let's see the second dialogue. Okay, the second dialogue is still Icha and Vira, but yang pertama tadi Vira yang minta tolong, sekarang Icha yang minta tolongnya. Icha, hi Vira, are you busy? No, Icha, I have just finished working my tasks. What is it? Could you please give me a hand? Yes, sure. What can I do for you? Icha, could you please help me to carry these books to Mrs. Rin's room? She asked me to take them to her room. All right, Icha. Thank you, Vira. No worries, Icha. It's a friend for. Nah, okay, smart students. How many expressions did you find in this dialogue? Good job. There are two expressions. Which one? Could you please give me a hand? Okay, could you please give me a hand? And then, could you please help me to carry these books to Mrs. Rin's room? She asked me to take them to her room. Ya, ini juga. So, ada dua ekspresi yang menunjukkan Icha meminta tolong kepada Vira. Okay, gimana smart students? Sudah dapat dua kan? It's really easy. Gampang kan? Okay, so there are few modal verbs that are really helpful when asking for help. Jadi ada may, ada can, ada could, ada would. So let's see may. When you use may when asking help, seperti ini contohnya. May I borrow your dictionary? May I ask you something? May I ask something for you? Or may I have your hand? And next, can. Can I borrow your English book? Can you help me? Can you open the window? Can I use your pen? Can you take a ruler for me? Oke, ini ketika menggunakan can, when you use can, modal can, dalam ekspresi meminta bantuan kepada orang lain. And next, could. Could you help me? Could you lend me your money? Could you tell me the shortest road to the smart school? Could you help me for a second? Could you please give me a hand? Jadi semua pertanyaan-pertanyaan permintaan help, permintaan bantuan kepada orang lain, seperti inilah kalimat-kalimat yang akan kita gunakan ketika kita meminta bantuan kepada orang lain. Could you help me? Ya kan? Could you help me? Bisakah kamu bantu saya? Could you lend me your money? Ini nih. Could you lend me your money? Kira-kira kalau ada teman smart students yang mau pinjam duit, dikasih tidak? Dibantu tidak? Could you lend me your money? Or could you tell me the shortest road to smart school? Bolehkah kamu tunjukkan jalan yang terdekat menuju smart school? Could you help me for a second? Could you please me a hand? Could you please give me a hand? Nah, ini please give me a hand sama juga meminta bantuan. Okay? And then would you ask me for help? So, would you come to my birthday party tomorrow? Would you come to my birthday party tomorrow? Would you pass me the salt over there? Would you like to go with us? Would you mind washing the dishes? Would you mind washing the dishes? Nah, and next here, nah ini can, could, would, and would. So di sini ada yang polite, ada yang more polite, ada very polite. So if you use can you help me? Which means that you are able to help. Can you help me? It means that you are able to help. Ketika saya mengatakan can you help me, it means that kamu whether you are able to help me? Are you able to help me? Ketika menggunakan modal can, biasanya digunakan ketika kita meminta bantuan kepada teman sebaya, for example. If you use can when expressing bantuan ke orang lain dengan menggunakan modal can, itu biasanya is used for smart student kepada teman sebaya atau maybe for your neighbor with have the same age, ya kan? Can you help me? Gitu. Tapi kalau menggunakan could you help me, which means that is it possible for you to help, which means that is it possible, apakah memungkinkan kamu membantu saya? Could you help me please? Apakah memungkinkan kamu membantu saya? Which means that is it possible for you to help? And would you help me? Which means that are you willing to help? Apakah kamu bersedia? Would you help me? Means that you are willing to help. Apakah kamu bersedia membantu saya? Nah, could dengan would ini biasanya digunakan ketika kita ingin meminta tolong kepada orang yang lebih tua dengan kita gitu. So when you ask for help to older than you, for example, and also meminta misalnya bantuan kepada guru atau orang tua atau orang yang dihormati atau kepada bos, kepala sekolah, you can say, could you help me please? Or would you help me please? Gitu. Jadi ketika could and would it shows that more polite. And ada lagi yang lebih sopan yaitu would. Would you mind helping me? Ini would you mind, ketika menggunakan mind, berarti di sini help-nya harus inform. Jadi kata kerja pertamanya itu menggunakan ing. Would you mind helping me? So when you using would you mind, the main verb is always in the ing form. Okay, so if you want to say something, say ask help for to older than you, for example to your teacher, to your boss, atau kepada orang yang kamu tidak kenal, kepada smart students yang tidak dikenal, boleh menggunakan would you mind. Berbeda dengan can. Can itu is a direct permintaan bantuan kepada teman sebaya, dan you know very well. Kamu tahu betul siapa yang kamu mintai bantuan gitu. Beda dengan could, would dengan would. Di sini dijelaskan yang mana polite, yang mana more polite, yang mana very polite, but actually when we ask for help to others, dan ketika kita meminta bantuan kepada orang lain, itu semestinya semuanya harus sopan. Tidak mengatakan bahwa ketika saya meminta bantuan kepada teman dan kemudian saya mengatakan tidak usah sopan. No, don't say like that. Jadi ketika kita minta bantuan kepada orang lain, even though you ask help for to your friends, kamu tetap harus sopan. And then you can say, can you help me please? Can you give me a hand please? Can I lend your money please? Ya kan? Semua jangan lupa menggunakan please at the end of the sentence. Oke, nih contoh kalimat yang asking help formal. Formal atau bisa dikategorikan bahwa dia lebih sopan atau sopan. Could you possibly help me? Ya kan? Dia menggunakan kata could, would. Okay? Could you possibly help me? And also, could I possibly ask you to help me? Would you be willing to help me? Oops. And could you do me a favor please? Could you help me for a second? Could you spare a moment? Would you mind helping me out? Ya kan? Ini menunjukkan ekspresi ketika meminta bantuan kepada orang lain tapi dalam bentuk formal, ya kan? Could you possibly help me? Could you possibly help me? Could you possibly ask you to help me? Would you be willing to help me? Nah, nih semua bentuk ini adalah ketika kita meminta bantuan kepada orang lain. Next, nah ini ada juga informalnya. Informal ketika kita meminta bantuan kepada teman. So when you ask help to your friends or to your neighbor with have the same age with you. Can you help me please? I can manage. Can you help? Give me a hand with this. Will you? Lend me a hand with this. Will you? Can you give me a hand with this? Can I ask a favor? Nah, ini. Can you help me please? Nah, I can't manage. Can you help? Mungkin dia ada masalah yang dia punya dan dia tidak bisa manage dengan dirinya sendiri, makanya dia meminta bantuan ke orang lain atau ke temannya, and then say, can you help? Or give me a hand with this. Will you? Give me a hand with this. Nah, sama ini ya. Give me a hand, minta bantuannya. Then lend me a hand. Ya. Can you give me a hand with this? Can ask a favor. And next. Ketika orang lain meminta bantuan kepada kita, kita boleh menolak dan kita boleh menerima. Misalnya, ketika orang meminta bantuan untuk membantu mengerjakan tugasnya misalnya, and then you can say okay, and then you can say sure. Bisa katakan juga no problem. Bisa juga mengatakan my pleasure. Bisa juga mengatakan it is not a big deal or absolutely. Nah, ini accepting. Ketika ada teman kita atau guru kita atau bos kita atau tetangga kita sekalipun yang meminta bantuan, and then you are free, dan kamu bisa, silahkan mengucapkan kata-kata seperti ini. You can say that okay, you can say sure, you can say certainly, no problem, my pleasure, it is not a big deal, absolutely. Ya, nah ketika juga orang lain meminta bantuan dan kamu sama sekali tidak bisa melakukannya because you have another job, for example, kamu punya kegiatan lain atau kamu sama sekali tidak bisa membantu, kamu boleh menolak dengan mengatakan ini, absolutely not, sorry I can't, ya kan? Kalau misalnya begini, can you help me please? Sorry I can't, I have another activities. Sorry, I'm busy, ya kan? Mungkin ketika kamu lagi menulis sesuatu, tiba-tiba teman gini, bantu dong, ini PR-nya. Sorry, you can say sorry, I'm busy. And then you can say also, I'm sorry, I can't help you now. Mungkin karena dia lagi sibuknya, dia mengatakan, I'm sorry, I can't help you now. Nih. Sorry, I can't help you now. Sorry, I'm busy right now. Menunjukkan I'm busy. Saya sibuk sekarang. Sorry, I'm busy now. Saya sibuk sekarang. I wish I could help you, but I have to do something important task. Dia mau sekali menolong dengan mengatakan, I wish I could help you. Mau sekali rasanya saya tolong kamu, but I have to do some important task. Tapi saya harus melakukan sesuatu yang penting gitu. Mungkin dia merasa bahwa yang dilakukan itu lebih penting daripada membantu temannya itu. Mungkin karena dia dikejar deadline misalnya. Ketika mengerjakan tugas, deadline-nya mungkin sebentar lagi, tinggal 1 jam dia belum selesai. And then ada temannya yang mau minta bantuan, and then say, I wish I could help you, but I have to do some important task. Seperti itu. Okay, so I will show you the second video, and there are 4 situations here, and it shows informal and non-formal situation. Okay, let's check it out.
Excuse me?
Yes, how can I help you?
Oh, yeah, I need your help in finding the restroom here.
Yes, you can go straight to the signboard, then turn left. You will see the restroom sign.
Yes, I went to try it, but I saw that the bathroom was not in use.
Well, that's the staff restroom that's not in use. You go a few more steps and you will see the restroom for customers. It is still in normal use.
Well, thanks, but if you don't mind, I could really use your assistance with explaining for me one more time.
Yes, of course. After you see the restroom, which is not in use, you go straight for 5 more steps. You can see the restroom for customers. In there, it also divides into 2 rooms as usual, for man and woman. Especially, we have one room that has a big mirror. You can use it too.
Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure.
Hello, John. What are you doing?
Nothing much, just relax. I finished the end term test for 3 days. I'm waiting for the results. What happens?
Can I ask you for a favor?
Sure, just say it.
Morning tomorrow, I'm going to move to a new house. And my father perhaps cannot stay at home to move the household goods because he has an important meeting. Too many things. So can you come and help me? They are really heavy.
Of course, I'm willing. I'm sure you can't carry them.
Yes, so I need your help.
Okay, no problem. But why doesn't your family hire a porter? They will help you carry your luggage.
Yes, we have. But you know, my family really has a lot of things, and they only carry to the new house, not help us put it in the desired place. I need your help with a few heavy items like the dressing table and bookshelf in my room.
Okay, tomorrow morning I will come early. About when?
About 7 a.m., as soon as possible. And my mom invited you to join our housewarming party after completing moving the house.
I'm glad to, thanks.
Thank you so much, John. Every time I need help, you always give me a hand.
Don't mention it.
Hello, Anna. This is Jessica. Hi, Jessica. Why are you calling me? Have you done the Friday homework from Mr. Alex, Anna? Can you give me a hand with this? Is this the history lesson? Yes. He told us to prepare a project about World War I, right? Yes. At the end of the lessons, he gave us some suggestions about the contents. I have done it this morning. Unfortunately, I didn't go to school this day because of my sickness. Oh, poor you. I forgot that. So now I really need your help. Sure. What is your problem? Yeah, a lot of things. I don't know how to start from scratch. I have tried to write something, but I felt it's not good.
Jessica, what are you doing? You look so busy.
Alex, do you have free time? Could you help me for a second?
Yes, I'm free now.
Cool. Can you help me to carry the box from the meeting room to the director's room?
Okay, but what's in the box? It looks so heavy.
Okay, smart students. Dan nonton kan klipsnya? So there are four situations there. So ada yang formal and then ada yang informal. Oke, kita bahas ya. So ada beberapa ekspresi di sana yang meminta bantuan kepada orang lain. So sudah menemukan berapa kira-kira? Did you identify how many expressions of asking help? Oke, situasi 1, receptionist help. Berarti formal situation. So that woman doesn't know the receptionist. Mereka tidak kenal satu sama lain. And then the woman need a restroom and then come to the receptionist table and then say, I need your help in finding the restroom here. So, I need your help. Saya butuh bantuanmu in finding the restroom here. If you don't mind, I could really use your assistance. If you don't mind, jika kamu tidak keberatan, I could really use. Saya betul-betul membutuhkan bantuanmu. So ini adalah di situasi 1, resepsionis meminta bantuan, berarti itu formal, menunjukkan formal situation. And then the second situation is asking my friend for help. Now you can guess when you ask this help with your friends, bisa kalian bayangkan kan seperti apa, formal atau tidak formal? Yes, informal situation. Dan mengatakan bahwa can I ask you for a favor? Or can you come and help me? Okay, can you come and help me? Masih ada yang ingat tadi videonya itu siapa dengan siapa? Jessica dengan John kali ya, menelpon meminta bantuan. Can you come and help me? Boleh kamu datang ke rumahku dan membantuku? I need your help with the new heavy items like the dressing table and bookshelf in my room. Nah, ini tadi ceritanya si Jessica minta tolong ke John supaya datang besok ke rumahnya, bantu mau pindah rumah kayaknya kan, mau pindah rumah dan meminta tolong mengangkatkan barangnya yang berat-berat, yang lumayan berat, seperti dressing table dan bookshelf. Terus si John mengatakan, kenapa kamu tidak sewa porter, katanya. Dia kayaknya agak berat membantu ya kalau begitu. Oke, tapi akhirnya dia mau datang jam 7 pagi dan mengatakan bahwa si Jessica mengatakan bahwa kamu selalu ada di saat saya meminta pertolongan. Terus si John mengatakan bahwa don't mention it. Si ingat kan? And then next, situasi 3, ask for homework. Nah, ketika kita bertanya ask for homework, means that kita punya teman yang mempunyai sama homeworknya, berarti itu menunjukkan bahwa dia teman kelas, ya kan? Can you give me a hand with this? Now I really need your help. Nah, bertanya homework berarti itu informal situation karena bertanya ke teman kelas with have the same age. Can you give me a hand with this? Or now I really need your help. And then the first situation is, could you help me for a second? Can you help me to carry the box? Nah, ini kalau situasi 4 tadi from a college, ya kan? Sepertinya ini teman kantornya ini. Could you help me for a second? Or can you help me to carry? Nah, carry. Nih. Bisakah kamu membantuku membawa itu box? Gitu. Okay, so ada 4 situasi yang ditunjukkan di video ini. So there are 2 formal situation and there are 2 informal situation. Okay, until here, understand students? Hopefully all of you have understood what I have explained about asking for help. Oke, karena kita adalah manusia sosial, so kita membutuhkan orang lain, kita punya berhubungan dengan orang lain, having interaction with others. So as a human being, memberikan pertolongan kepada orang lain atau meminta pertolongan itu adalah hal yang biasa. So jika smart students free dan lowong, maka sepatutnya lah jika ada teman yang minta tolong, maka berikanlah pertolonganmu. Karena jika kamu membantu orang lain, suatu saat nanti pun kamu akan butuh bantuan orang lain. Oke, apalagi di budaya kita kan di Indonesia adalah budaya saling tolong menolong. Nah, itu harus kita lestarikan. So, jika kamu free, kamu lowong, ada waktu sepantasnya dan sepatutnya kamu memberikan pertolongan jika ada yang meminta pertolongan ya. Karena ketika kita memudahkan urusan orang lain, insya Allah kita juga akan dimudahkan urusan kita. Oke, quiz. Oke, let's go to the last session is a quiz. Okay, number 1. Ichal, oh my God, my laptop is hang. I don't know how to fix it. Di sini ada 4 opsi, tapi sebelumnya ada percakapan antara Ichal dengan Yudi. Ichal, oh my God, my laptop is hang. Siapa yang biasa laptopnya hang-hang? Suka hang-hang laptopnya ini. My laptop is hang. I don't know how to fix it. Saya tidak tahu bagaimana cara memperbaikinya. And then Yudi say, oh sorry. Oh so sorry to hear that. And then kira-kira kalau setelah itu Ichal kira-kira merespon dengan apa lagi ya? And then Yudi say, yes sure. And then Icha say, thanks a lot, Yudi. Okay? Nah, complete the dialogue with suitable expression. Which one is the right answer? Which one is the correct? May I borrow your laptop? May I borrow your laptop? May I borrow your laptop? Boleh saya pinjam laptopmu, Yudi? Karena laptopnya Ica lagi hang, makanya dia mau minta laptopnya Yudi. May I borrow your laptop? And then atau pilihan kedua, okay, thank you Yudi. Atau pilihan ketiga, can I help you fix your laptop? Ical mengatakan, can I help you fix your laptop? Loh, kenapa Ical mengatakan can I help you sementara dia yang hang laptopnya? Or I don't want to help you. Saya tidak mau bantu kamu. You should buy another one. Wah, si Ical juga yang hang, dia juga yang menyarankan ke dirinya sendiri bahwa dia harus membeli yang lain. So, you can guess which one is correct here. Good. Is A. May I borrow your laptop? Kan si laptopnya Ical hang, jadi dia minta pinjam punya Yudi. And then say, may I borrow your laptop? Okay, got it, smart students? It's easy, isn't it? Okay, number 2. Auntie, there are two people here, 2 women, Auntie and Rita. Rita, where are you? Auntie say, Rita, where are you? And Rita say, I'm in the house. What is the matter? Rita bertanya Auntie bertanya ke Rita, where are you? Kamu lagi di mana? And Rita say, I'm in the house. Saya lagi di rumah. What's the matter? Ada apa? Kira-kira ketika Rita mengatakan ada apa coba jawabannya Auntie? Rita mengatakan, I'd like to help you. For what? Saya mau tolong. Untuk apa? Gitu. So, complete the dialogue above with suitable expression. Would you like some help? Sorry, I'm in the house. What's the matter? Auntie, would you like some help? Sorry, I can't help you. Nomor 2. Kita ke nomor 1 dulu ya. Would you like some help? Butuh bantuan kah? Gitu. Auntie bilang, butuh bantuan kah? Terus nomor 3, could I possibly ask you to help me? Let me help you. No, you don't need to help. Tidak, kamu tidak butuh bantuan. Ya kan? Kira-kira nih ketika Auntie kayaknya dia menelpon ini Rita deh. Where are you? Kamu lagi di mana gitu? Saya lagi di rumah. What's the matter? Ada apa? Nah, kira-kira apa yang ingin disebutkan Auntie? Apa yang ingin dikatakan Auntie lagi ke Rita? Oke, yang mana coba? Yes, C. Could you possibly ask you to help me? Apakah mungkin kamu bantu saya? Ya kan? Rita, where are you? I'm in the house. Saya di rumah. What is the matter? Ada apa? Auntie bilang, boleh ndak? Memungkinkan tidak kamu bantu saya? And then dijawab sama Rita, I'd like to help you. For what? Saya mau bantu untuk apa? Gitu. Mungkin bertanya bantuan apa yang kamu inginkan dari saya. Oke, next. Ini ada lagi 2 orang, Faisal dengan Rahmat. Terus Faisalnya mengatakan bahwa, can you lend me a hand? Rahmat bilang, absolutely. Ketika Rahmat mengatakan, maukah kamu membantuku? Rahmat mengatakan absolutely. Berarti dia menerima, dia mau membantu Faisal kan? So, the underline sentence express. Nah, yang underline maksudnya yang di garis bawahi. Yang di garis bawahi absolutely itu menunjukkan bahwa kalimat ini mengekspresikan apa? Oke. Nah, ini absolutely. Nah, karena Faisal menginginkan bantuan dari Rahmat, and then Rahmat menerimanya dengan mengatakan absolutely. So, yang pilihan ini yang mana yang paling tepat? The underlined sentence express asking help, giving help, memberikan bantuan, offering, menawarkan bantuan, refusing an offer, menolak bantuan, accepting of asking help. Jadi accepting berarti menerima ketika Faisal meminta bantuan ke Rahmat. So the right answer is accepting of help. Okay, so for the last, we move to conclusion. Asking for help is used to ask for help from others by using modal verbs, and its use depend on the contents and situation. So when you say, can you help me, would you help me, would you mind helping me, itu semua have the same meaning. Bahwa kamu membantu saya, tapi penggunaannya berbeda ketika situasi dan konteksnya berbeda. And there is an interesting expression here. You stretch my back and I will stretch yours. Artinya if two people give help each other, artinya saling menolong antara satu dan yang lainnya. Ini this interesting expression that can be used. You stretch my back and I will stretch yours. Okay, smart students, thank you very much for your nice attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Be smart. Bye bye.